Boom shakalaka, Bitcoin bounced back exactly as discussed in yesterday's video. What's the next likely move? Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, Bitcoin bounced back exactly as we discussed yesterday. What's the next likely move? Before we get into it, like the video, join us on Twitter at Crypto Love. And of course, subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel, making daily videos since 2017. Now today, fear and greed back up to greed 72 from yesterday's fear 44. You can see we've been in roughly 72 territory for a long time, with the exception of the shakeout yesterday. The overall market back up 5% today. Bitcoin at 99,287, Ethereum at 2710, XRP 257, Solana 205, BNB 578, Dogecoin 26 cents, Cardano 75 cents, and Tron 22 cents. Now, Bitcoin, for the moment, finding support right around the big even $100,000 above this blip on the volume profile right here at about $98,000. And this is after dropping back down to levels we were talking about, previous support, roughly this $88,000 to $90,000 territory area for Bitcoin. Doesn't change anything. You can see since roughly November, Bitcoin has just been going sideways here. Consolidation for the past 3 months. The last time, if we zoom back, we did have a very long consolidation from March until November. But then price exploded nearly overnight. Now with the market dump yesterday, sentiment across social media dropped to lowest point in over a year, and it caused a shakeout. A lot of people fearing Bitcoin price going to crash down to here, but really what it is just some chop back and forth. Bitcoin chops for a long time and then has a nice rally and chops and has a nice rally, and it just does this over and over again throughout the whole entire bull cycle. As a matter of fact, yesterday, $2 billion was liquidated in 24 hours, more than the COVID crash, more than the FTX collapse. Yet, what happens after those things? Massive rallies, and not only a sharp V-shaped initial recovery, but a very long rally afterwards. That's likely the scenario we're headed for in the future. Now, first stop will be filling this CME gap at $102,500. These things generally tend to get filled over the course of the week. It wouldn't be too long before we see that gap get filled for Bitcoin. There is the possibility, you always have to take a look at the downside, there is the possibility that price could continue down lower, but that possibility gets less and less likely as all these countries and states and everybody now thinks Bitcoin, you need to have it in your asset, your strategic reserve. But if we take a look here, since 2022, local bottoms have typically formed when the profit margin drops below negative 12%. You can see on the negative side down here, suggesting there could be more room for downside before the true bottom is in. This could actually just be a fake out consolidation and then reshake out once again. Likelihood? We'll see. It looks more likely like we are kind of same territory where Bitcoin is tagging both of these bottoms right here. And after it does this, price goes up towards the next territory. That is pointing towards $150,000 to $200,000 per Bitcoin, interestingly enough. Could be the final liquidity grab, basically just knocking the trees loose, getting all the cheap, easy money, 100x, 50x long leverage before price resumes its upward trajectory, because January didn't disappoint for Bitcoin. February, March, April, and May are all huge months historically for Bitcoin, averaging between 11 and 30% gains per month. So we could be in for 4 months of a massive rally, and that follows perfectly what Bitcoin has done on the previous markets. You can see right now this cycle here, and the blue line is the average of the 2017 and 2020 cycles. We are well behind that cycle right now. For roughly the last year, there was a 90% correlation, but as of right now, not very correlated. Could be about time for price to catch up, and it could happen very, very quickly. Now, for altcoins, it does appear like we're at that time, based on time alone, when things are about to explode. 1,140 days after the previous top generally has been alt season, which lasts for 37 bars on these weekly charts, which is roughly 260 days, where we have absolute altcoin madness for close to a year. It does look like we're in that territory right now. And if we take a look, both the total 2 and the total 3 have a nice huge target to head towards for where they are going. The one chart that does say maybe a little bit of caution is taking a look at the crypto total market cap excluding the top 10 dominants. This is the others D. It looks ugly. You can see left or in a head and shoulders formation right here with resistance on this neckline right here. Looks pretty ugly, so may not be great for some of the low caps for the moment. But that's all for this episode. If you enjoyed it, like the video. There's also an awesome playlist. Check it out right up there. I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.